All right. Hello, everybody. I wanted to take a moment just to go ahead and create just a quick and short video to try to help some of you guys and guide you through for this week's work. I'm going to share my screen in just a second. Let me try to get it pulled up here. But I want to make sure that I cover just a few things because I've had a lot of students that are confused, I guess, about where you're supposed to post some of your work. So I want to make sure that everybody has a clear understanding of where you're supposed to go. So hold on a second. I'm going to see if I can get this going. Here we go. All right. Awesome. Okay, so I'm just in one of my courses because you guys are all doing the same thing. So obviously, we're in week 3. And this week you're reading chapters. You begin work on your argument paper. Your topic obviously was due Tuesday. I'm working to try to get those graded and back to you. If you chose a topic that was not approved, you should hear from me today. I have had some folks that are trying to change their topics. If you know that you chose a topic that was not approved, and of course you'll know because on the actual instructions, and I'll pull that up in just a second if we have time here, because I do want to make it short and sweet. On the actual instructions down there, it tells you the topics that are not approved. So please, please, please make sure that you have read the instructions to see the topics that are not approved. And if you go into that folder, it also shows you, some topics that you can use, or obviously you can kind of piggyback off of those as long as it's not a topic that's not approved. Okay, so please, please, please make sure that you have read the instructions. I promise you with this course, if you read the instructions, if you look in the folders with all the information that I'm giving you, you'll know exactly what to do. But you guys have got to slow down because some of you are kind of all over the place. You've got to slow down. You've got to actually read all of the stuff. Read everything in the messages. Some things I cover in all of my information, but a lot of you are missing it just because I think you're going a little too fast. And I know you guys are overzealous. You're excited. So, just kind of, take a moment, try to kind of make sure that you're reading everything. Okay. So again, so this week we had our topic, which was due Tuesday. Our outline, I'm so sorry. The wording, it says by Sunday. The outline is due today. So the date was right, but the day was incorrect. So it's Thursday, 6/3, which is today. So your outline is due with your paper. Obviously, it would make sense for you to post your outline after your paper. So I'm hoping everybody kind of understood that part. I'm working on emailing some folks back, but I wanted to put this video out as quickly as I could. But just know, outline is due today, and so is your rough draft of your paper, okay? What I may do, since there was a lot of confusion, if everybody can get their outline in by today, I will not penalize you guys if you can get your papers in submitted to your group no later than tomorrow night, 11:59. And we have to do it that way because we have to make sure that your group members have enough time to be able to go over your paper and use that peer review sheet. Okay. So I'm going to write it down and make sure that I don't forget so I won't penalize anyone as I'm going through grading. I will give you all, and hopefully you'll watch this video. I'm going to give those, of course, that, abide by it. If you, excuse me, you can get if you're kind of rushing to get that outline done, get it in by tonight, because it is due tonight, and your initial post was due tonight for your group. But again, if you are still working to kind of put some finishing touches on your paper, just try to get it in by tomorrow. So Friday, 11:59, okay? And then your peer review sheet, which is you reviewing your peers' papers and giving them feedback, that is due no later than Sunday at 11:59, okay? Of course, you'll still do your inquisitive quizzes, and then you'll have your portfolio that's due, and then your quiz for the week, okay? So all of that still due. Also, make sure that you're reading through all the important information. A lot of times I try to cover things, that I won't cover up in like your assignment information. I'm still grading assignments. and just make sure that you understand how to access the student portfolio. I have a lot of folks that are confused about that, and I normally don't even put, I normally don't put links for everything in every single folder. I normally kind of let you guys find it, but this time I actually was very, very, very tedious with it, and I made sure that each folder has every single, like a link for every single thing. So I tried to make it easy, but I'm still getting a million emails like trying to find stuff. And I think it's because y'all got to settle down a little bit and make sure that you're looking at what you're supposed to be trying to find. So just be careful with that. So your student portfolio is in the actual folder. The prompt for each week, right under the student portfolio. So where it'll say this week, student portfolio, week 3, underneath that little paragraph that's telling you what to write about, you can copy and paste that to a Word document and type under it. I don't need the prompt when you copy it into into the actual journal. Okay, so keep that in mind. I don't need the prompt. If you put it up there, that's fine, but I'd prefer that you didn't. I'd rather just have what you've written, so that way it's easier for me when I'm trying to figure out word count. Yes, I do look at word count. Some of you have gotten lower scores for your journals because you didn't follow the word count. So just keep in mind the minimum word count is 300 words. Okay, so I think also said some things about that as well. So just please, please, please make sure that you're hitting those word counts, so that I don't have to take off points for that. Okay. I did give students, CCP students, until Wednesday, which was yesterday, to turn in work that was missed just because some of you guys got dropped due to some registrar stuff happening. And so I wanted to make sure that I gave you guys a little bit of extra time to work on things. If you are a CCP student and you haven't been able to get everything in, you need to be emailing me and let me know what's going on so I can know. Now, I will say this, I've been getting some emails from students asking for extensions, and you don't meet some of the criteria. You guys have, I'm sure, hopefully already read my syllabus. I do not accept late work. And the reason why, this course especially, even within my 16-week course, but this course especially, it's 8 weeks. We have a lot to cover in little time. So you guys have got to really be on it. And you've got to make sure that you're getting things in. And that's one reason why I opened up all the folders. That way you guys can work ahead. So if you have, time within whatever, where you can kind of carve out time to go ahead and do, honestly, you can do all your inquisitives if you have time. And then just make sure that you're also kind of working through everything, reading what you need to read, doing some of your other work. So just, make sure you're trying to, stay of course, like, stay on pace, complete the work that's due for the week. But if you can work ahead, I would definitely suggest it. Okay. Now, obviously, there's some peer review activities that you won't be able to do. Possibly even you may be able to post for the discussion board. You just might not be able to respond to anyone just yet. But of course, you can go ahead and start working ahead, getting some things done. I have a couple students that have started to work ahead, and I applaud you, because honestly, it's going to be a great help for you. Once you get a little further down in the weeks, you're going to already have your stuff in, and you're going to be kind of set on cruise control. You're going to be able to kind of just speed through a lot of things. So good luck to you that have already done that. But nevertheless, let me kind of show you guys really quickly. I'm going to go into weekly lessons, okay, and we're just going to go into week 3 and make it really nice and easy. So obviously you see here this week 3 student portfolio. So you want to make sure that you're answering the prompt here. All of them should say 300 words, okay, because pretty much that is my normal minimum. So it's kind of like a discussion board, but you're journaling. So you are writing kind of, your thoughts about whatever the topic is, okay? So make sure that you do that, all right? Your link for inquisitive obviously is in here. The argument paper information is right in this folder as well, okay? You have your instructions. Here are the topics, and I can kind of open this up. So they're on the instructions, and gosh, I wish I had saved the instructions as a PDF, because it would be a lot easier to open, but we can look at that. Well, let me go ahead and open that now. Let's see if we can get it to open up. On the instructions, it tells you the topics that aren't approved, and they aren't approved just because we aren't allowed to do certain topics. Ooh, Hold on a second, guys. Uh-oh. Okay. We aren't allowed to do certain topics. So make sure that if you can, use a topic that's up here on the list. If you can't, if you think of something outside of this, that's totally fine. Just make sure that you are, not doing any of the non-approved topics, okay? There's a video, there's the template for the outline, and then of course the chapter. This is the PowerPoint for you guys, okay? So make sure that you're reading all of that. And then as we kind of scroll down, you see, of course, your week 3 quiz. This is the link for the argument peer review group. When you click on it, you should be able to see all of the groups here. Okay, now from what I understand, when you're in student view, you should only see your group. Okay, but if you're seeing the extra groups, if you click on all of them, when you click on the actual group, if you go in the correct way, you'll see the group members. So you'll be able to see, who the group members are. And then that's how you'll know this is your correct group. You'll go into the group discussion board, and that's how you'll post. Okay. So you'll see it this way. It'll come up as a discussion board. Then of course you'll just click right into it and create your thread. If there are any other questions about this, y'all let me know. Like I said, I'm going to try to give you guys a little extra time. Hopefully I'm not going to have to make another video for it, but let me just go back. But hopefully that will clear up some things. If it doesn't, I'll try to walk you guys through it as much as I can. I may be able to do kind of a live chat kind of thing. Possibly, it just depends. And we may be able to work some type of time out, so maybe I can answer questions weekly, because I think sometimes that helps. So we may be able to work that out. You guys just let me know if you're interested in something like that, because it is an online course and you don't have to do that, obviously. So just, I'll leave it up to you guys to let me know. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and sign off. This is what I have for you for now. I'm gonna try to detail some of this information within this actual video. But I hope you all have a great rest of your week. If you have any more questions, let me know. I'm working on emailing everybody back. So I'm going to, be trying to respond to everyone's emails, because I got quite a bit. So have a great rest of your day. I hope you all, have a great rest of your day, a great rest of your week, and we're able to kind of navigate through this. Thank you.